I believe it's a beautiful Wednesday night in New York City, and a special one for basketball as one of the most talked about rookies in NBA history is visiting. And already fans throughout the NBA wearing number 1 as we welcome you to NBA Courtside here at Madison Square Garden. Well, all the great ones, they remember their first game in this building. Victor Wembanyama with his debut tonight at the world's most famous arena. Will this 19-year-old French sensation become an all-time great? Well, nobody knows, but it's sure going to be fun to watch. And Julius Randle and his teammates, they don't want to just watch, they want to spoil the Wemby party. Knicks coming off their best win of the season as they face the Spurs for the first time this year. And good evening, everyone, with Hubie Brown, Mike Breen on hand, Katie George with us as well. Welcome back to your 50th year in the NBA. We'll try and keep that quiet. That's going to be hard. We're blessed to have you, Hubie. Thank you.
Well, real pleasure, Mike.
Meanwhile, the Spurs were blessed to have the number 1 pick in the NBA draft as they get Wembanyama. You have watched all the great players throughout the course of your career. You've had a chance to see him on TV. This is your first time seeing him in person.
In person.
Well, what you've seen so far, what do you think?
Well, first of all, you have to realize he's only 19. And all of the great ones came in when they had 4 years of college or 3 years of college. The 7'4" is there. He's tremendously coordinated. The weight is a problem because he gets moved by the big people. The wingspan is 8 feet. And he has incredible timing, and you'll see it here right now. See, not only will he go for the block, but he can stay so far away from you that there's no body contact. And that is important because even if he fouled, the guy's going to the line to shoot 3. Now, this is what you love. The ball handling ability. He handles it like a 2-guard. He can get to where he wants to go. Now, you lay back, I'm going to shoot the 3. No hesitation. Takes 3 to 5 a game. And he shoots a very high percentage. Now, this is the problem. See the hand on the defender? Watch him push him behind the board. See, he's got to be able to gain the weight and hold his spot. But if he gains the weight, does he lose the quickness? It's all going to be in his development.
Those are the numbers, terrific numbers. Just under 29 minutes a game. The team is 3-4. They've seen all sorts of things. They've had blowout losses. They've had great comebacks, huge wins on the road. He's run the gamut already. Meanwhile, tonight's opponent, the Knicks, coming off their best season in 10 years, so expectations a little high for them. They're 3-4 as well. And their 2 key players, Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. Both recently had great games, but they've been up and down. Those 2 are key for them to be a factor this year.
Well, Mike, anytime that your top 3 guys can't get it done in the last 5 minutes, you're going to lose a lot of close games. But here's Brunson against Milwaukee with the 45. How about 17 for 30 in field goals? Dynamite down the stretch, and then good 3-point shooting and the assists. Now, Randle, we all know, has been struggling. The points are down, but more important, the field goal percentage was high in that game against the Clippers early in the week. The 3-point shooting was there, and then the 10 rebounds. People forget that he is in the top 10 in rebounding in this league.
Meanwhile, the number 1 on the opponent team, that's the one getting all the storyline, but Julius Randle and the Knicks hoping to get the victory. R.J. Barrett having the best start. Wembanyama, though, he's the focus of so many. Coming up next on NBA Courtside, another look at the Knicks and their season thus far.
Victor Wembanyama, he's going to change the league.
He's a T-code, a generational talent.
What the NBA has is a guy that is certainly living up to the hype.
I have seen the future
face of the NBA.
The face of the NBA, maybe even sooner than anyone imagined.
And let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one.
Here we go from New York City at Madison Square Garden.
You gotta realize how lucky you are to be in that environment.
It's always going to be best to play in the league.
Leave it up to me while I be living proof to kick the truth to the young black youth.
Oh, Johnson takes it from him. Yes! And the Spurs have the lead. But it was just a dream for the team.
This is why I love this team. It's just everyone trusts each other.
A man with a dream with plans to make cream.
Denied by Wemby. Oh, Wemby, get it out of here!
My goodness. Wow. He's arrived tonight.
A man with a dream.
It's the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks as we welcome you to an NBA Wednesday presented by State Farm. A sold-out Madison Square Garden. It's a rowdy crowd. They started the Let's Go Knicks chants early in the national anthem tonight. And they are fired up to see the Knicks and fired up to see the #1 pick in the NBA draft. Our starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. So many here to see Victor Wembanyama. Many believe the most gifted prospect since LeBron, but he's not the only young talent, certainly not at his level, but they've got some good young players. Keldon Johnson, Zach Collins back from injury, and Jeremy Sohan. Meanwhile, for the Knicks, the usual starting five for Tom Thibodeau, including Mitchell Robinson, who is off to the best start of his career. He has become one of the premier defenders in the NBA. And hello again, everyone, with UB Brown, Mike Breen on hand, Katie George with us as well. There is so much pomp and circumstance wherever he goes, UB. One of the most impressive things about this young man at 19, he has handled the spotlight, which is off the charts. He has handled the scrutiny with such poise.
He's very, very mature. Everybody just loves his attitude. The coaching staff relishes the fact that he is trying to suck up all the knowledge of how to play. Now, tonight he's going to be challenged, mainly because Robinson and Hartenstein are two very big offensive rebounding guys. Can he keep both of them off the defensive glass? That's going to be very important if San Antonio is going to control tempo.
This is only his 8th game of his young career. He's had some brilliant games. He's had some games where he's struggled, as all rookies do,
Absolutely.
even the most gifted of the rookies.
No, you're absolutely right, Mike.
Meanwhile, the Knicks win the tip